What up, Mugman Nation? I am back. Sorry for the late upload, guys. I got sick again. I had a very bad cough. I couldn't really talk, but hey, I'm back and I'm better than ever. And today we are beating Cuphead with only the spreader. Expert still. You guys already know I don't play this game on anything else but expert. I'm just gonna jump straight in. I haven't uploaded in a while. Let's get started, guys. Woohoo! Mugman Nation. Getting straight into it with the root pack, the spreader devastates this boss. I mean, it's the first boss of the game, so it is the easiest boss, so every weapon is just going to destroy it. But check it out, every phase you just stand in front of the boss and start spreading them open with the spreader. The potato stands no chance, just dodge the mud balls and the worms he shoots you, and that's easy money. The onion will just start crying because of how hard you're spreading them open with the spreader. You're destroying this boss if you're using this weapon. Guys, go use the spreader, please. And the carrot doesn't even stand a chance. He tries firing his homing carrots at you, but the spreader just takes care of them easy money. We're off to a great start. So let's see how this weapon holds up. Oh, that was pretty nice. I took out the carrots and everything. That wasn't too bad. That was very easy first boss. Ribby and Croaks is up next on the chopping block, and the spreader is really good for this boss. No surprise there. It's the second boss of the game, you know? During the first phase, similar to the root pack, all you have to do is dodge the fist and get really close to him and use the spreader. I would say worry about the fireflies, but the spreader deals with them instantly. It's so good for that phase. The second phase is also a snooze fest because all you have to do is dodge the fist and the planets. I just stay as close to the fan and switch between targets if the fan pushes me too far. The fan, I will say, is a little tricky, but I played this game a lot that I kind of have a hang of the physics for it, and so it's not hard for me, but it might be hard for you guys. But you know, you just pay attention to the planets and I think you'll be okay. Now the third phase with spreader is where this boss gets a little complicated. On normal for the speed run, I do use the spreader for the third phase, but because this is expert, the platforms moved way too fast for me to get close. The only two rolls I really wanted were snake and the bull. I didn't really want to get tiger because I couldn't really get close to it, and so I wouldn't do a lot of damage. You know, it would kind of just be a waste of time, but I still was able to dodge it. I think I died once or twice on this boss just because the platforms are moving so fast and using the spray to get close. You know, it's a little challenging. That's hard. Eventually, though, I did get a good run where I didn't get a single tiger. I only got bulls and snakes, and I was able to close it out. Let's go. That's gonna be like 3 tries. Not bad. I thought that was gonna be a lot harder. I couldn't really use a lot of EXs, though. That kind of sucked. It is officially Grippy Legrand time, everyone's favorite blue bouncing ball. And I just stand next to him and use that spreader, you know, spreader open. Not much else to say. Just follow him around, duck under his head attack. Second phase, same thing. Just follow him around and duck under his giant fist attack. It's not much to this boss. He only has one attack and he jumps around. I don't know what else to say. Third phase is cool because share this little trick you can do. You can jump into him and then use your spreader EX, and every little triangle will hit your target and you will do tons of damage. You can do this on a ton of bosses more than just Grippy Legrand, so go try it out for yourself. It's extremely useful. You might take some damage, but trust me, it's worth it for speedruns. Easy, first try. Grippy Legrand, too easy. It's just a blue bouncing ball. How can it be hard? The next boss is Cagney Carnation, everyone's favorite flower of aisle 1. And honestly, the spreader wasn't too bad. I say honestly a lot. I gotta stop saying honestly so much. But honestly, I hate expert Cagney Carnation because of the first phase. A bunch of chopper plants are spawned, and sometimes they would just overwhelm me, and they're just super annoying to deal with. And I thought the spreader would deal with them quicker, but it actually took a few hits until they died. So they overwhelmed me a couple times. You know, it was kind of hard. However, if I got past the first phase, which was the chomper phase, the second and third phase weren't too bad. I was able to clear them out pretty easily, and I think the hardest part was just the fact that my EX was kind of useless during these phases. But other than that, A1 weapon except for the first phase. Go try it out. Nice! Only the 4th try. No, I thought that was really hard at the beginning, but eventually I got through it. Let's go. First aisle done. We have officially made it to aisle 2, and we are starting off with the sweetest girl in the game, Baroness von Bonbon. But sadly, she wasn't too sweet to me today. This boss gave me issues. It took me like 8 or 9 tries to complete it, and it was only because of the candy corn. I couldn't tell you why, but the candy corn gave me so much trouble. Surprisingly, my arch nemesis, the muffin, didn't give me any issues this run around. It was purely the candy corn. Carl the candy corn, man. It looks like I have a new enemy in the candy kingdom. I hate the candy corn. I hate it. Ah! The gumball machine and the jawbreaker and the waffle were all light work. If I made it past the first phase, the final phase wasn't that bad. A little trick you can do before this phase starts is jump inside of her and just use your spreader EX inside of her, and all the little triangles will hit and you will do tons of damage for the next phase. The only part I had trouble with was the double head I had to dodge because I was an expert. She must really want to give me that head. She had to bring out 2 of them. Check out this sweet dodge here. I'm dodging that head, baby. Check this out. Sadly though, this one did end in a death. Oh, what? But I was able to clutch it out my second try. Let's go! Easy money. Oh, that'd be way hard. That's one of the roadblocks. Next one is Grim Match, baby. Beppi the Clown is up next, and we made this guy look like a clown using the spreader. The spreader is arguably the best weapon for Beppi the Clown, in my opinion. I believe it is just goated in just about every phase. Phase 1, he's just jerking off in the bumper car. You can spread all over him. Phase 2, you can use your spreader EX and just keep spreading all over him. Look, I'm spreading. Look at that. Phase 3, you just spread him hard. Spreader, you go underneath him and spread. That's all you do. You just come down to the horse and you spread all over him. Phase 4, once again, just spreader EX. I don't know, I just stand still, use my spreader EX, dodge the roller coaster that comes to the center platform, just keep using my spreader. That's Beppi the Clown, baby. Not much else to say, just use your spreader. Nice, let's go. Second try on Beppi the Clown. Not bad. I think that's the best weapon for that. I think it's the best weapon for that boss. Honestly, best weapon. I wasn't sure how Grim Matchstick would go because in my speed runs, which I stream at twitch.tv/hotline_ching Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 5:30 p.m. PST, I used the spreader on Grim Matchstick, but I used the lobber for the final phase. So no surprise here. I was able to breeze through the first phase. I just had to stay close to him, just do tons of damage. Very easy. There was nothing really too hard to dodge. You know, it's just the asteroid and the beam attack and the tail. It's pretty easy. I mean, I know I got hit here twice, guys, but come on, you gotta believe me, guys. I'm really good at this boss with the spreader. I swear, please believe me, please. I know I got hit, but please believe me. The second phase was a lot easier. All you had to do was stay close, and then if you just ride the clouds, the flame boys don't really hit you. They either go in front of you or behind you, or you just jump. It's nothing too advanced. Very easy first and second phase, but the third phase was what I was most worried about. During the third phase, it was hard to use the spreader because I had to get close, but if I got too close, I would just get hit by the fireballs. Oh, dang, I almost second tried that. Also, because the spreader is spreading everywhere, I would always hit the fireballs, causing them to scatter and hit me in the process. Oh, wait, how did that break behind me? It was tough. It's an annoying boss fight. I died many times, but then I had a realization. All I had to do was wait for the flamethrower. Grim would do the flamethrower attack if you waited a while, and that was the time I could go in and get some damage done. I would dodge the fireballs for however long it would take, and then Grim would whip out their flamethrower, and I would go in for the kill, you know? I would dodge the fireballs, and then when Grim would whip out their flamethrower, that's when I would attack. I'd go above them and fire their spreader at their head. I thought this boss was going to be a lot harder, but in all honesty, I did cheese it pretty hard. Guess how long it took me to beat this boss, guys. Guess. Let's go. Hey, I cheesed it a little bit, but we take those. I wonder how long that took. That was like 5 minutes of platforming. It took me as you can see, it took me 5 minutes, guys. That's pretty cheese. Come on. We have made it to aisle 3, and the first boss we are taking out is the oi, oi, oi boss. I call it that because security guard always goes oi, oi, oi every time it comes out. Phase 1 and phase 2, I figured wouldn't be that bad. Phase 1, I just stayed close to the oi, oi, oi guy and kept using my spreader. Not too bad. Just dodged the cones that come out of the B-ball, and you gotta take out those depressed minimum wage B workers. I am sorry about that, guys. I feel a little bad, but hey, we gotta get back to the queen. The second phase, Honeybottoms shows herself when we get to work, just straight spreading her. Rumor Honeybottoms has 3 attack, the one attack being the rocket attack, the Dorito attack, and the ball attack. A tip for Rumor Honeybottoms is when she's reading her book, you can damage her. If you do damage, it will carry over to her plane form, so I try to do as much damage as I can during the stage transition. Now, I thought the plane boss was going to be annoying because you got to get in close with the spreader, and it was kind of annoying. I do get bested a couple times by her giant fist, or just the plane itself, but on my third try, I managed to clutch it out. I think I died 1 time, not on the plane boss, but hey, we still got done in about 4 tries. Let's go. About the 4th try, that wasn't too bad. I thought that'd be a lot harder. We managed to get through it. Let's go. Sally stage play time. Probably the easiest boss of aisle 3. Kind of weird for an aisle 3 boss because with the spreader, it's so easy. It's probably one of the easier bosses in this game. And on top of that, like I was saying, the spreader makes this a little too easy. You just stand next to her in about every phase and just spread her. Phase 1, just keep spreading, you know, just keep spreading. When in doubt, spread it out. You know, you can do that for a lot of weapons. You know, when in doubt, round about it out. When in doubt, spread it out. You know, it just works. Second phase, same same thing. She just has an added attack, which makes things even easier. She brings out an umbrella and throws rats at you, but she stands still. You can just spread her, man. Spread her. Phase 3, you just stand right underneath her. Like, what were they thinking when they designed this boss and when they added spreader to the game? It was like a match made in heaven. Sally stageplay and spreader. Spreader and Sally stageplay. Like peanut butter and jelly, you know? Destroy the meteor when it comes out and use the star to get over the big wave and just get right back underneath her and just keep spreading. Phase 4 comes around and you just follow around, dodge the umbrella and the roses, and just, hey, spread it out. When in doubt, spread it out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Need I say more? Easy. Second try Sally stageplay. Easy money. Werner Werman is a real vermin, a real waste of time just because of how easy this boss is. I hate this stretch of bosses. The Sally stageplay, Captain Brinybeard, Werner Werman stretch, I hate it. They're boring. And this dang rat won't give you any trouble if you just spread it out. Once again, the best weapon you can use for him. All you gotta do is follow him around in his little can on wheels and use that spreader. When in doubt, spread it out. Dodge whatever attack he uses, whether it be the bomb attack or the catapult attack or that weird platform attack that you just bury. I don't know. You do anything you want. No matter what he does, this boss is easy money with your trusty spreader. Phase 2, hey, just spread it out. I don't know. I don't really need to say more. Need I say more? You know, there isn't really anything to say. If he goes up, you go down. If he goes down, you go up. I don't dodge the bottle caps while you're at it also. Why the heck not? You might as well just take no damage while you find this boss. You have 3 health. You can get hit as many times as you want. As long as you're using the spreader, you can do this boss with 1 HP. Because phase 3, all you gotta do is jump into the cat and use the spreader EX. It will do tons of damage and you will kill that dang cat with like 7 of these bad boys. I guess that's why cats have 7 lives, so it can survive 7 spreader EXs. Easy boss, even easier with the spreader. What a waste of time. Come on, what a joke of a boss. Easy money. Wow. Second try Werner Werman. Spreader's goated, man. We are at the end of the boring stretch of bosses. It's Captain Brinybeard time. Let's finish strong. And I've been using the spreader on Brinybeard during my speedrun, so I would like to say I was pretty warmed up for this boss. This boss is really RNG dependent, especially with the spreader. You know, you don't want to get the dogs. If you get the dogs, it's pretty dog. But if you get the shark, it's easy mode. I get lucky and I only get the dogs once, and then I get the squid and the shark. And if you get the shark, you're able to single out the shark and just use your spreader, just follow it back into its hole, chase it with the spreader. When in doubt, spread it out. I'm not going to spend too much time on this boss because I absolutely destroyed it. And then during the final phase, I just keep using that spreader, jumping in front of the uvula, dodge the fireballs that come out, and dodge that dang laser. But remember, if you just keep crouching and you dash and still crouch, you can't dodge that laser. Easy boss, first try, baby. Easy money. Not much else to say. I don't know. I would spend more on this boss, but it was easy. I don't know. Let's go to the next one. Phantom Express time, baby. First try Brinybeard. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We are on the Phantom Express, and I use the spreader for the Phantom Express in my speedrun, so I would like to say I was pretty warmed up for this challenge. And on top of that, I do believe the spreader is the best weapon for the Phantom Express. Honestly, it solos every boss in IO3, so you know what I've been saying. Hey, when in doubt, spread it out. Check it. During the first phase, you can shoot all the eyeballs and just move the cart back and forth to avoid the falling bars. I believe the hardest part about this boss fight entirely is the falling bars, so if you just like pay attention to those, you shouldn't have any problems, but they do mess with you. The second phase is pretty goated with the spreader. Maybe not the EX, but the spreader itself is really good because you just gotta stand right underneath the Skelly boy and just keep spreading. He's a very spooky guy, so you want to take him out as fast as possible. Unlike Bonbon, you do not want to dodge his head. You want to get right underneath it and you will do tons of damage. Just aim straight up and just keep using that spreader. Just don't stop. You won't take any damage. Just pay attention to the falling bars. You'll be fine. The third phase is sweet because you can just jump into their heads and use the spreader EX for tons of damage. It usually takes about 3 spreader EXs ahead to take them out, and there's only 2 of them, so about 6 cards and you're done. And you can use the spreader while you're doing it. It's a really easy phase. You shouldn't have any problems with this. I believe the hardest part with the spreader is phase 4, because you have to jump up and down and use the spreader and manage your cart at the same time and dodge the fireballs and dodge the bone ring. Like, there is a lot going on, but I think I only died once or twice during this final phase, and if you just pay attention to like where you're jumping and what's coming at you, I think you got this, guys. Go use the spreader for Phantom Express and go tell me how it is. I think it's the best. Let's go. That was pretty hard. It's been like 5 tries, but not bad. Big Daddy Dice. Now, with Big Daddy Dice, with the spreader, it's pretty goated. I don't know what else to say, man. It's too good. For the first boss, I'm picking the Whiskey Troop. I make light work of them. I just use the spreader in front of them. I don't know. Just jump around. It's the Whiskey Troop. The background's really cool, though. Boss number 2 is Pippin Dot. I just jump at him and dodge the weird objects he fires at me. I also watch out for that little bird. Not too bad. Pretty I'm gonna just breeze through these bosses, guys. They're really easy to beat. Pippin Dot. It's Pippin. I got nothing to say. 1 HP in a dream. Can we finish this out? Third boss is Mangosteen. I'm just gonna skip straight to King Dice, okay? It's Mangosteen. I'm just gonna skip to this part when I fight Mangosteen. Now, I might not be spending a lot of time on King Dice, but this because the spreader is just so good. I beat this boss my first try. I didn't really have any trouble at all. The spreader's just straight goated on King Dice. Just parry the cards and use your EX and use your spreader, and as long as you can parry the cards, you can beat King Dice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know, need I say more? Need I say more? Come on, I think the footage speaks for itself. Let's go. 1 HP clutch, baby. 1 HP in a dream. That's all we need. All we need is one. All we need is one. It is Daddy Devil time. I also use the spreader for the double in my speed run, so I don't want to toot my own horn, but I would say I'm pretty dang good at this part. A big tip I can say is whatever you parry, always jump into his face and use your spreader EX, and you can also use your spreader EXs to dodge his arms. It's very nice. All you have to do is just stand right underneath him and just keep spreading. Don't stop spreading. When in doubt, spread it out. It's not too hard. The hardest thing is what attacks he uses because it is RNG, but luckily I get the easy attacks on my first try, and we get through the first phase like pretty easily, I would say. And now this is where the spreader shines. Check this out. I'm gonna just leave this part completely unedited. I'm just gonna talk about what I'm doing. First try devil. First try devil. All right, I'm gonna talk you through this. So check this out. You just use your spreader, I parry the bomb, and you go into his eye and use the spreader EX, and it does tons of damage. Always save up your cards for that, guys. If you're having trouble with the devil on expert, like check this out. Look how easily I do it. 5 spreader EXs, he's hurt, he's down for the count, and we're just gonna keep spreading. I used to take out those gargoyles or whatever they are on the side, but I just keep going. I have 1 HP in a dream. Look, you can just keep using your spreader EXs on his eyeballs. It is way too easy, and it is OP. Guys, if you're having trouble with the devil, please go use the spreader and check this out. Just keep spreading. Just when in doubt, spread it out. Guys, the spreader is the best weapon in the game next to roundabout. First try devil. First try devil with spreader only. I'm a beast. I'm a beast. Let's go. First try devil. Look at that stat line. 139, 1 HP in a dream, 3 parries, if I didn't get hit, that would have been a first try S ring, baby. Let's go. 1 HP is all you need. All right. 1 HP is all you need. Thanks for watching, everyone. Follow me on Twitch at @hotline_ching. Thanks for watching once again, guys. Also, everyone, I'm growing a mustache right now. I'm currently 3 weeks in. Here's the progress. I'll give you an update on my mustache next time, next video, hopefully by the end of the week. Thank you, Mugman Nation. Mugman Nation.